Yesterday was someone who used to be what's called a regional security officer for the State Department. This is the person who was in charge of the security in that country for the State Department personnel, and this is someone who worked extensively in the Middle East. And he said to me, Catherine, you need to go back and look at those pictures of the consulate in Benghazi. That would have been a location that was either classified as a high risk of a terrorist attack or a high risk of civil unrest. And from that classification, very specific physical security standards followed by the State Department. For example, when you look at those pictures, you may see grating on the windows. Grating is only acceptable for a residence. It's never acceptable for the chancery where official government business is done. There are very specific requirements for the windows to be reinforced and ballistic. The same thing with the doors. There's standards for how high the walls are around the compound. They have to be at least 3 meters in height with a 100-foot setback for the buildings. What you see in those pictures that these standards were not met in Benghazi. That means that someone here in Washington at the State Department at a very senior level had to sign a waiver allowing the U.S. government personnel to do business at that location. And this is very significant because this means we either had to have the Secretary of State, the head of diplomatic security, or the individual who's in charge of the building operations saying, we understand this site did not meet our specified standards, but we are waiving that and accepting a high risk in order to do business there, Governor.